File 15. The woods where the audio lags. The recording starts already running. Night vision washes the trees in dead green, and the beam from the camera rig jitters with every step like whoever's holding it is trying not to sprint. Branches keep crowding the lens from both sides, wet leaves smearing white when they brush too close. Somewhere ahead, deep in the woods, a woman's voice says, "Did you hear that?" But the voice arrives a beat too late, after the camera has already whipped toward the sound. Like the forest moved first, and the audio had to catch up. The operator stops when the first shadow crosses between the trees. It is not clear enough to be called a person, only a tall interruption in the green haze, sliding from one trunk to another with a speed that feels wrong for how far away it is. 3 seconds later, the audio catches up. A sharp crack of brush, heavy enough to belong to something large. The person behind the camera whispers, "There, there." But even that sounds delayed, like the words were dubbed over their own panic after the fact. They keep moving because stopping feels worse. The trail is barely a trail now, more like an opening that the camera keeps hoping will stay open. The operator breathes hard, and the mic clips each inhale into a fuzzy burst of static. Then, up ahead, a cluster of shapes glides between the trees in total silence. Not one figure, but several, all crossing left to right in the same direction. 3 full seconds pass before the sound comes. A rush of footsteps, too many footsteps, all at once. A male voice finally comes through the audio, but it doesn't match the frame. "Don't look behind you," he says, calm and too close, while the camera is still pointed ahead at empty trees. The operator freezes. For one awful second, nothing moves on screen. Then the image catches it first. A shape unfolding upright behind a tree to the left, impossibly tall, shoulders bent like it has been folded in half for a long time. The scream hits the mic 3 seconds later and nearly blows it out. The operator runs. The footage becomes chaos. Roots, trunks, black gaps between branches, the ground tilting sideways with every impact. But the lag makes it worse, because the visuals keep warning of things the sound has not revealed yet. A branch snaps in the distance only after the camera has already ducked under it. A silhouette lunges across the far end of the frame, and only afterward does the brush explode with noise. It feels less like hearing is delayed and more like the woods are showing what happens before it lets anyone react to it. The camera bursts into a clearing that should not be there. The trees stop too suddenly, leaving a circular patch of open ground lit by the weak gray of a cloud-covered sky. In the middle is a rusted park bench facing nothing. The operator slows, panting, and zooms in. Someone is already sitting there, not moving, just a black figure with its back to the camera, too still to be human. The audio is silent for a beat. Then the delayed forest noise finally crashes in behind the image. Footsteps, breathing, leaves, all the sounds of arriving too late. The operator circles to the left, trying to keep distance, and the seated figure never reacts. Night vision spills over the bench and reveals details in ugly green pulses. Long arms, fingers hanging almost to the ground, a head tilted just slightly too far to one side. Then the camera stutters with a digital glitch, and for 2 frames the bench is empty. On the 3rd frame, the figure is standing at the far tree line. The scream does not come until 3 seconds later, but by then the thing is already gone again. Now voices begin speaking from the lag itself, not echoes, not radio bleed. Full sentences, slipping into the gap between image and sound. "Keep the lens down. It likes when you frame it. Don't let it hear you stop." None of the voices sound like the operator. One sounds like a woman trying not to cry. Another sounds elderly. Another sounds like a child-sized whisper. Except the user's rules are clear, and the footage never shows a child. Only the awful suggestion of one buried inside the distortion. The operator starts sobbing and saying, "That's not live. That's not live." A new shape appears dead center in the path ahead, and this time it does not cross the frame. It waits. The camera zooms in too far, hunting for focus, and catches the worst detail yet. The figure's mouth is moving before any sound comes out. Lips parting, jaw shifting, speaking in total silence for 3 seconds. Then the audio lands, and it is the operator's own voice coming from the figure's face. "Don't look behind you." The camera jerks anyway. There are 3 more figures standing between the trees now, closer than before. The last minute of footage becomes almost unwatchable. The operator backs up, trips, and the camera slams hard against the ground, tilting sideways so the whole forest leans. Leaves fill half the frame. The treetops sway above. One by one, shapes step into view around the lens, not rushing, not attacking, just surrounding it with patient curiosity. The audio has not caught up yet. For 3 horrible seconds there is only silent movement. Feet planting, heads turning, bodies bending closer. Then all the sound drops at once. Footsteps, breathing, fabric rustling, and a dozen delayed voices whispering directly into the mic. "We heard you before you heard us." The recording cuts there. If this file got under your skin, that means it worked. Drop a comment with the moment that hit hardest, and subscribe before the next tape surfaces. More POV horror files are coming, and some of them don't wait for the sound to catch up.